Hey guys, Holiday Inflatable Fanatic, and in front of me I have the Jemmy Airblown Inflatable Despicable Me minion car. Well, not quite. So, I bought this inflatable off of Josh the Inflatable and Tractor Guy probably around last spring, and this has always been one of my favorite minion designs. I really don't care for them at all. I just don't really care for minions in general. But I did like the look of this car, the tree on top, and I have always really liked everything but the minions with this inflatable. So I thought it was a perfect inflatable to do a custom on. That's where these two come in, Stewie and Peter. I got those two off Yard Inflatables. These are both from 2005. They're super old. I got them brand new in the box from Yard Inflatables, .com. Thanks to them. When they first came out, they just weren't great sellers. So, believe it or not, Yard Inflatable still had several of them actually brand new in the box on the website. So I picked up both of them, and together I made brand new custom inflatable. Let's take a look. It's all laid out over here. Let's get to inflating it now. Alrighty, here it is, fully inflated. This thing turned out really great. Prior to making it, I did make like a stock, not a stock photo, but a concept drawing, concept image of it. I just photoshopped together the picture of the minion car, erased the minions, and then inserted the stock photos of Peter and Stewie, and just pretty much made a mock-up image of what I wanted it to look like. And the actual inflatable compared to the photoshopped image is pretty spot on and almost exact, and I'm very happy that it turned out as similar as it did to that image, because that was exactly what I was trying to go for with this inflatable. As you guys can see, really it's not too crazy of a custom. All that really happened is I took off the three minions, the one on top of the tree, the one inside the car, and the one hanging on to the back of the car. I showed Stewie where the hole of the minion sitting inside the car was. The hole right on the side, I'll show you, right on the back of the car on the side of it, that hole right there where the minion hanging onto the car was sewed on. I cut a hole in Peter on the left, technically his right side of his pant leg. Cut a hole the same size, it was about 6 inch in diameter, and sewed it to the back. And then the last hole I just simply patched up with more green fabric, and you can see clearly right here on the top. That's all I did. But yeah, really not too much going on with this thing in terms of the labor. But it did turn out really nice. So let's take a close-up look. Here's Peter. Peter looks great, inflates pretty good. He is really wide, like you can see from the side. He is not flat, unlike how he looks on the box. He is quite spherical. So he takes up a good amount of space on the back of the car. And I purposely had him lean a little bit forward because ideally in my display I would like to have it positioned on an angle where you can see the front of the car, the wreath on the front of the car. You can see Stewie's face, and then you can see Peter hanging out, hanging by the Christmas tree on top of the car. But yeah, so I kind of have him on an angle so it looks like he's leaning off the side of the car. Stewie inside, I'll take a close-up look. I just removed him from the baby chair, so he is just him by himself in there, no baby chair. I removed the gun from his hand and attached his hand to the steering wheel, so it looks like he has a grip on the steering wheel and he's managing the roads and managing the driving with the adult on top of the car, adding to, I guess, the humor behind behind this piece and with Family Guy. So I thought doing something like that would be funny. Plus, I'm pretty sure there is an episode where Stewie ends up driving the car. But that's why I picked the Minion car inflatable to begin with. Not only did I just genuinely like the design, but in Family Guy, the car, the Griffin's car is red. And it's similar to this. It's more of a longer, like, almost looks like a hearse type car. While this is like a pickup in a sense, but it's still close enough, and I don't know, I thought it worked, and seeing it all together, it definitely comes together nicely when all put together still, even though it's not spot on and exact. Yeah, here's the front with the wreath. I didn't mess anything really with the car. The car's the same. Tree's the same besides that patch. Back of the car is the same, and then this part of the car is the same. Peter still has his zipper, and I did add the scarf to Peter too, just to give it a little bit more of a Christmas element to it besides the tree and the wreath on the front. But yeah, there is a total of, I believe, 6 C7s in this thing? Yeah, 6. One in the front, I put one in Stewie's head, put 2 in Peter, one right by his neck where the scarf is, and then the last one by, like, the top of his pants, and then 2 in the tree. It probably needs one more in the lower part of the car, which I might add eventually, but I didn't get around to that yet. That being because it still lights up pretty good as is. Yeah, and then this thing is equipped with a YF80. That is the same fan that the Minion card had, so, and inflates that fine and inflates this fine, so there's no point of me changing it if it doesn't cause any issues. But yeah, let's take a look at this thing in the dark. There's not much else to say. Here it is. Lights up pretty good, but you can now see what I'm saying with the back part of the car being the last area where that really needs some light. Peter lights up really, really good. Tree lights up great. Front half of the car lights up really good too. That light bulb actually even helps light up the wreath a little bit. And Stewie lights up good, and it's nice that his, that peach fabric is such a light color, because the light kind of lights up the entire interior top half of the car as well. So helps light up that top piece of the car, the actual like car door almost. But it's just this lower half that needs a light. But really, besides that, this thing is done. This thing is ready to go. As I said, I'm happy how it turns out. Would love to hear your guys' comments, see what you guys think about this thing, see if you guys have any suggestions. I don't know, maybe adding a Santa hat to Peter or something like that. But besides that, I can't really think of anything else. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.